Welcome back. We solved the first part of this question in the previous video. That is, we drew the graph of the line 2x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0 on a graph sheet. In this video, we are going to use the graph that we drew in the previous video to find the value of x when y is equal to 3.5. So use your graph to find the value of x when y is equal to 3.5. We can actually use the equation of the straight line, which is 2x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0, to find the value of x when y is equal to 3.5. But that is not what the question wants us to do. The question wants us to use the graph. So how are we going to do that? Let's assume that this is the straight line 2x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0 on the graph sheet. So we have the x-axis here and the y-axis. We want to find the value of x when y is equal to 3.5. Remember, y is equal to 3.5. So you look for 3.5 on the y-axis. Then you trace it to meet the straight line. At the point where it meets the straight line, you trace it to meet the x-axis in order to get the value of x when y is equal to 3.5. So just as we did when we were solving the previous question, to find the value of x when y is equal to 3.5, you look for 3.5 on the y-axis, you trace it to meet the straight line, then where it meets the straight line, you trace it to meet the x-axis. That will give you the value of x when y is equal to 3.5. Now, let's apply this on the graph. We have already plotted the points 0, 1 and 1 minus 1 to draw the line 2x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0. So at this stage of the question, our graph is looking like this. We are going to find the value of y when x is equal to 3.5. In order to find the value of x when y is equal to 3.5, the first thing we need to do is to locate 3.5 on the y-axis. 3.5 is between 3 and 4. We have 3 here and 4 here, so 3.5 will be the middle. Between 3 and 4, we have 10 divisions. The scale is 2 centimeters to 1 unit. So between 3 and 4, you have 1 unit and 10 divisions. So if you want each division, we divide 1 by 10, and that will give us 0.1. So on the y-axis, each division is 0.1. We are using the same scale on the x-axis also. So it means that on the x-axis, each division is 0.1. Now, if each division is 0.1, then it means that from 3, we have to count 5 divisions in order to get 3.5. So from 3 to the first division will give us 3.1. To the second division will give us 3.2. The third one will give us 3.3. The fourth one will give us 3.4. And the fifth one will give us 3.5. So that is how I got 3.5. Now, after you have located 3.5, you trace it to meet the straight line. Then from the point where it meets the straight line, you trace it to the x-axis to get the value there. Now I'm going to zoom in to the value on the x-axis so that we will see what is happening. Now when we zoom into the value on the x-axis, we can see that it falls on the third division from -1. So from -1, we have the first division, the second division, and then the third division. But we have seen that the scale on the x-axis is also 2 centimeters to 1 unit. So it means that each division is 0.1. So from -1, the first division will give us -1.1. The second division will give us -1.2, and the third division will give us -1.3. So on the x-axis, the point falls on -1.3. This means that when y is equal to 3.5, x is equal to -1.3. So from the graph, when y is equal to 3.5, x is equal to -1.3. You can also try doing this by using the equation of the straight line, which is 2x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0. You substitute y is equal to 3.5 and see if you are going to get the same value as x is equal to -1.3. From the graph that we've drawn, we got the value of x to be minus 1.3 when y is equal to 3.5. In the next video, we are going to use the graph that we've drawn to find the y-intercept of the line. Bye bye.